All right, so I've been feeling stuck, mostly in the last couple of days, but really for maybe a week. I'm working on my third video for this YouTube channel. It's an older video. I filmed it last summer. It's a camping trip and motorcycle ride. I didn't film it very well, so it's making the editing hard. I'm almost kind of like, why don't I just like forget this one and just do a new one? Because that sounds a lot more fun. I'd rather just go on a new adventure and film it, and I film better now, so it'd be a lot easier to edit. For some reason, I'm determined to finish this one, at least so far. And in the last couple of days, I've just been feeling like discouraged about, like, is this gonna work? You know, creating a business using YouTube as a marketing vehicle, but also as a side income, because that's what this channel is about. It's about two things. It's about using YouTube to market and start my business of being an outdoor guide, and the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel is that, like, it's a way for people to get to know me through YouTube, so they'll want to sign up to go on trips that I organize. And yeah, I've always just like, I can't just like play it safe, and I can't think of any job that I want that I could play it safe with. So that doesn't work. Like, I have to do this. I would regret it if I didn't. But it also just gets like scary, and I'm older, or I'm not young. I'm middle-aged. Like, do I have enough time to start a business that's going to make enough money to take care of me in my older years? Like, it's kind of scary. And I won't get into that. But anyway, I need to make a decent amount of money over the next 20 or 30 years so that I don't end up being old and poor. So that makes it kind of scary. Like, something needs to work. It needs to work within the next few years. And it needs to work really well. So it's really pretty out here. So yeah, back to the point. Just been feeling stuck, and I know that the only thing to do right now is to keep going. At least I think that's the only thing to do. I've been trying to think of something to do in the meantime. Well, here's the issue. So I'm working, and like a job. As long as I'm working a job, it's like I have a relationship too. You know, a social life, a big social life. I got social life, and I think it's just kind of hard to do it all. And I'm wanting to get to the place where I can just not have to work a job and, you know, be full time at my business. But I'm not there yet. So this is where I'm stuck at, and there's nothing I can do except keep going, keep making videos and get them out there so that this YouTube channel gets enough views that I can organize a trip, and there's enough people watching that I get, 6 people signed up for it, or whatever the number is. Probably no more than 6. And that's when the business really starts. So I don't know where to say from here. So I'll take a break. All right, so maybe I'll go into a little bit of what I mean by guiding. I haven't done this in a long time. Wow. 8 months. Let's see, I'll turn this around. So I am what we call out in nature, which is weird. Outside and inside. What does that even mean? Oh, okay, we all know what it means. So inside is like inside the house. Outside is like outside the house. Inside the city, outside the city. But out in nature, like a lot of you have probably heard, you know, it's a little silly or something when we say we're going out in nature. We are nature. Like we're made up of nature stuff. We're in it. We're in nature all the time. But we've created this conscious construct of nature as something that's out there. And I think what we really mean by that, for the most part, is like out and away from the human world. So the human world has varying degradations. Is that right? Degradations? I don't know. Varying degrees of like human influence. So a city is very much a human world. It's in nature, because everything on Earth is in nature. Maybe even everything that exists is in nature. But it's very human. There's all kinds of human stuff going on. And humans make a lot of human noise. Right now, as long as we're using combustion engines, that means engine noise. And humans talk a lot. I'm not going to dance around that. We talk a lot. Just like I'm talking a lot right now. I'm out in nature on a hike, talking to my phone. How silly is that? But in order to make it in the human world, talking a lot can be helpful. Knowing when to talk. Anyway, I won't get too far off. All right, I'm done with that sidetrack. So let's see. I need to gather my thoughts. Out in nature. So out in nature, if that means, you know, away from humans to varying degrees, then means getting away from the human world. So it means to me like getting out into the world of plants and animals, and mostly plants, because as we all know, like depending on where we're at, we might not see that many animals. It's not as many animals as there used to be, but there is always plants. And we do this because it feels good. And I think by feel good, we mean it feels connective. And so now let's get into how and why it probably feels connective. So I'm out here walking on a trail. There's trees, there's plants all over the place. Underneath me, I think a lot of us have heard about mycelial networks now. So no forest, no area with plants exists without mycelium. At least I don't think so. And if they do, it's rare. So these mycelial networks, so everybody knows what mushrooms are. Mushrooms are the fruiting bodies or the sex organs of mycelial networks. So, oh, a deer. Oh dear. Speaking of animals, I scared it and it ran. Because I was talking out in the woods. Mycelial network. So the mycelial network connects everything. So all these plants have roots in the ground, and all those roots are intertwined with mycelium, and the mycelial network connects everything together. And through that, the plants can share minerals. Can't remember if they share water or not, but they share nutrients. Oh, more deer. I just realized I'm doing this all in landscape. And boy, is that gonna mess everything up for YouTube. But it also makes my eyes go to the wrong place. I'll try it out. I don't like it, but I'll do it anyway. Maybe it'll be funny. Alright, so speak more quietly so I don't scare the animals. So mycelial network. So yeah, they connect everything together. Plants and trees, they share nutrients through the mycelial network, and they found they also communicate. So plants, our plants can communicate using electrical signals through the mycelial network. They've also found that plants can nurture each other. So if a seedling sprouts on the ground underneath a tree, that tree, if it wants to, can share nutrients with it so that the little sapling can grow when it's not receiving enough sunlight. So that would be sugars that the trees make from photosynthesis. And usually they do it within the same species. Sometimes, they're even related, like the seed dropped from that tree, but not always, and not always the same species. Sometimes the different species will nurture a tree that's not in its family at all, not even part of the same species. So coming back around to me being out in the woods here, let's see. So we've known for a long time that plants can release chemical signals to communicate with each other, and now we know that the plants can communicate with each other through the mycelial network as well. So what that means is, like, some people might think when they're out on a hike that the plants, the forests around them, don't even know that they're there, but it could be that they do. Like these trees and these plants, they might know that I'm here, because when I place my foot on the ground, the mycelial network can sense the pressure, and it can send out electrical signals to the plants, letting them know that I'm here. In addition, any noise makes sound waves, and I've never seen any science about this, so it's a big assumption on my part. But the sound of my footsteps, my breathing, my talking can send out sound waves, pressure waves, that also the plants can pick up on. They might even, they're breathing in my CO2. Maybe they know that. So anyway, it's probably, if you want to, you can assume that when you're out in nature, nature knows you're there and may even be responding to you. So if plants can communicate with each other through chemical signals that they send out into the air, if they sense that you're there, if they want to, they can send out chemical signals. I think this is part of what people refer to as forest bathing. In science, it's considered a big stretch to think that a plant would consciously detect our presence and then interact with us this way. But we've been amazed by plants before. We used to not know a lot about them, and the more we know, cute little mushrooms, the more we know, the more we find out just how intricate, complex, possibly intelligent, if you're okay with using that word to describe plants. So coming back to where I was at before, where was I at before? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, guiding. So guiding doesn't just have to be, hey, this is David's fern, or that's Tom's woodpecker, and it burrows in the Sam's tree. I don't know, but all these Anyway, I'm not gonna go off on my tangent about how we name things, but guiding can go a lot deeper, and I'm not criticizing anybody who does that. A lot of people love it. It's not my style. But that's how guiding can go deeper. So it can, going out with someone who, I'm not gonna say has a deeper relationship with nature, but like tries to have a deeper relationship with nature, even if it's not real, even if like, do you want to believe in magic or not? Like, in my opinion, there's magic all around us. We learn not to see it as we grow up. It just becomes mundane. We get used to it. But a lot of it, we catch hints of it. There's times when the light catches things a certain way, or I don't know, we catch hints of magic. Let's see, Deer Camp Trail, Big Trees. I haven't made it to Big Tree. It's taken so long to get to Big Trees. Oh yeah, so, guiding for the guide can be a way to interact with people that helps them feel connected. Guides typically, because of what their job is, get to spend more time out in nature, and so can have a closer relationship with it, a more knowledgeable, more intimate relationship with it, and they can share that with people who don't get to do that as much. And then they can take that back with them, and you can find it in a city. You can find the magic of nature in a city. And more deer. Let's turn back around. And where's it going? You can find the magic in a city. Oh, I know where I was going. But I think a lot of people feel disconnected from nature. And so going out with a guide can help you feel that. So that's why I think there's lots of room for lots of people to be guides and take people on trips, and how it can augment or improve a person's experience on the trip. This is especially true for local guides. Can't say that I'll always be a local guide. I'm not really local to anywhere anymore. I move around. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do a video on the value of local guides, like multi-generational local people whose ancestors have lived in the same place for a very long time, especially if it's hundreds or thousands of years, because that knowledge gets passed down. They have a relationship with the land that they interact with that isn't possible if you haven't lived there very long. So I think that's it. At least I think that's all I'm going to say this time. Getting out on this hike has made me feel better. I feel less stuck. I'm actually pretty excited to edit this video. I think I actually filmed it pretty decently, so it's going to be just linearly editing for the most part. I did screw up by doing most of it in portrait, so I got to figure that out, but I think I have an idea to make it look okay. So yeah, I feel less stuck. I like that. And this was an awesome hike and an awesome place. Made it to the big trees. That's pretty. Redwoods. Big old redwoods. Beautiful light. making squeaky sounds. I don't know if you can hear that. Magical. Made it to the top-ish. Let's see, hour and 20 minutes, almost 3 miles, all uphill. It's way better than I thought I was gonna do. Didn't really have a plan for this hike. I just wanted to get out here. I've never been to this place before. Oh well.